It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Kitchen Land USA, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey, good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good week so far. We have some news to tell you about this morning.
Yes, we begin in Waynesville. A fire truck there is totaled after popping a tire on Interstate 44. The truck was returning from a fire call when it suffered a tire blowout. That is scary. It caused the truck to run off the road and then crashed into a road sign. The shattered windshield is there, which led to the truck driver being injured and taken to the hospital.
Okay.
Scary deal on I-44. Whew.
Well, a big rig like that, too. You pop a tire and you lose control pretty quickly, and that would be frightening, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A woman from Birch Tree is accused of felony stealing. The Shannon County Sheriff's Department says deputies found more than $96,000 that she had. The department is not saying where they think the money came from, but it will be part of the court case to follow, so stay tuned there. And Missouri's governor, Mike Kehoe, is urging Missourians to be vigilant and report anything you see that might be suspicious. That, of course, comes after the U.S. bombing of Iran's nuclear labs and talked about the possibility of retaliatory violence by extremists in this country, maybe even Missouri. The governor's asking all of us to report any suspicious behavior to law enforcement immediately. And, of course, we're moving forward, it seems, with the ceasefire between Israel and Iran. President Trump announced that yesterday, so we'll see what kind of news comes out related to that today.
Mm-hmm. If you have an interest in what Kearney Street is or could be in the future, there's a meeting tonight that you won't want to miss. It's at Doling Park, Northview Center from 6 to 7 tonight, all about Kearney. City leaders are taking input from neighbors, developers, business owners who might have input on what they would like to see regarding Kearney Street. The city's hoping to incentivize people to develop there like they have in recent years. Echelon Coffee is there, Big Shots, golfing range is there, Chick-fil-A, just to name a few.
Yep, it's true.
Yep, tonight from 6 to 7. All right, if you have a loved one in a nursing home, this might make you rethink that, or at least perhaps ask some questions. A private watchdog foundation just found that Missouri has one of the highest rates in the nation of nursing homes giving out antipsychotic drugs, even when it is not medically necessary. In fact, the study says it found a correlation between low staffing rates, like too few workers, and higher levels of antipsychotic drugs being given out. They've also been used for residents with dementia or behavioral issues to help control their behavior or sedate them without their consent. Now, you might remember last year, the U.S. Department of Justice found Missouri in violation of federal disability law for unnecessarily institutionalizing thousands of adults who had mental illness in nursing homes when they would, in fact, be better off in a less restrictive environment.
Okay. You know, and sometimes it's impossible based on family situations and all of that, but everybody needs an advocate. You know, you need somebody advocating for you in all of those situations, hospitals, nursing homes, all of those. You need somebody in your corner when you can't do it yourself. It is that time of year again. The Missouri Treasurer is trying to return money and property that could belong to you. The state has more than $1.5 billion worth of unclaimed assets and wants to return them to their rightful owners. So you can check out and see if any of that is yours. Visit showmemoney.com, type in your info, and then from there, you could start a claim. And I might add, if you have some riches there that you become aware of because of this report, remember your friends at Around the Ozarks News who told you about it.
Yep.
Because
you wouldn't even have the money in your pocket had you not been watching.
That's right. You owe it to us, in my opinion. I think it's only right. The only right thing to do is to share
finder's
some
fee
with us. It's a finder's fee.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
You don't have to lift a finger because we're doing all the heavy lifting for you. Congratulations to O'Reilly Automotive. It just jumped on the annual Fortune 500 list, number 249. Top half, huh? Top half.
That's cool.
That is up from 261 last year. So climbing that ladder. Well done, O'Reilly. And we should tell you, O'Reilly is the only local company to make the Fortune 500 list this year. So good on them. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you saw this. This kind of went viral yesterday, but there's video of a car like ramping, getting completely airborne in Cape Girardeau, just to our east. The street had apparently buckled in the heat there. The car was doing, 25, 30 miles an hour when this road, you can almost see the road do it right before the car gets there, buckle.
Yeah.
And then the car shoots up over it like Dukes of Hazzard style.
Yeah. Like the street was like this and it just went boop.
Yeah. It's a ramp. Yeah. And all four wheels off the ground, airborne. That was in the Cape Girardeau area. No word on, I don't think there's any serious injuries as a result of that little ramp. But apparently it not only happened in two spots there in southeast Missouri, but also along Interstate 44 west of Ocala. That's our area. The area of I-44 westbound buckled in Doolittle. And I know yesterday, it is crazy. The highway department was out there working to fix the interstate.
Yes, because it's one thing if you're going 25 in Cape Girardeau.
Big difference.
It's a whole different thing if you're going 80 on I-44.
Maybe that's what caused the fire truck to crash, caused the blowout. I don't know.
That would be interesting if there was a road issue.
Just a theory.
Yeah. Or even the heat on the tires, if they were not in mint condition. I don't know. We'll see about that. Okay. Meanwhile, as the summer heat does begin to kick in, the good folks at Silver Dollar City have Christmas on their minds. Yep. Workers have started stringing lights for their Christmas time celebration. That's hard to believe, but hey, they have 6.5 million lights to string. So it takes a while. Yes. Starts for now, goes through November, preparing for the rush in, November and December. Yep. SDC has 12 teams as part of their Christmas lights crew. There's going to be a lot of stapling going on in the next 4 months. And good luck.
I've seen them out there doing it before. I mean, you talk about tedious work, man. 6.5 million lights, and it's, string a line, staple. String a line, staple.
Yeah.
A lot of staples.
That's a lot of staples and a lot of ladders. So anyway, they work on that for about 4 months and then 'tis the season.
Yeah, but it's all worth it if you ask me, because it's beautiful out there.
It is really, really amazing.
And they win that award. They win that award from USA Today.
There's a reason for that because they've been working on it for the last 6 months.
Right.
And, I would be tempted to just not take them down, but that just goes to show you that that's why I shouldn't run a business, because that's a little bit lazy.
I wouldn't take them down either.
See, that's why we do around the Ozarks instead. You know what I mean? Because then people be like, they're a lazy business person.
Well, yeah, with the
their Christmas lights are up. No, they're not turned on, but they're up.
It's not like Silver Dollar City's CEO is out there stapling.
Well,
he's got people. He's got people to do that.
Yeah, but he's spending money to get the people. Is my point. I don't think I'd spend the money to get the people. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Don't forget that tomorrow at noontime is the concert at Founders Park. It's Wednesday afternoon, of course. So 'tis the season for that right now. This time, enjoy some jazz music. So bring your lunch, enjoy the local performers at the site where Springfield was founded.
Yeah, I think that's the group is Jazz ! I think that's the name of it.
Yeah, jazz. There you go. Also, this Friday in Republic, can you even believe jazz fingers? I got you.
Jazz hands.
I'm tracking. Jazz hands. I'm sorry. I was way off. Dang it. This Friday in Republic, this is how close we are to 4th of July, people. You can enjoy some loud tunes and big booms. That's right. It's happening at J.R. Martin Park on East Hines Street. There's live music, great food, fun for the whole family, and then a pyrotechnical musical fireworks display at 10 o'clock. It's free to attend. But it'll cost you if you want to go to like the food vendors, kids zones. There's like bull riding. But if you just want to go for the display, you can do that for free.
We are a little more than a week away from Independence Day. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's wild to me that it's already almost July.
Yeah, a week from Friday.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Okay, so that's going on this Friday. And then through Saturday, all week long at the Landers Theater is the musical Oklahoma, which is a lot of fun.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down.
Honoring Sarah's home state. So you can check that out. I have a friend in it. I know somebody at work who's doing it. Leah, you remember Leah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it.
Of course she is. She's so talented.
I haven't talked to her since it started, but she was doing a lot of rehearsals leading up.
I'm sure she was. Yeah. I love that she's in it because she's like super creative like that. Can you imagine if I were in a musical?
She apparently.
I'd be like, never mind. I won't even give you my rendition.
You'd be doing some dance moves, probably.
Listen. You better watch out. I'll cut a rug.
Talented family.
I will cut a rug.
Yeah. Okay. With the big hoop skirt, you'd have to get that going. All right. Tell us about the contest. It continues this week.
Oh, yeah. The contest is happening right now at aroundtheozarks.com. Just click on the word contest and you will see a giveaway for Adventure Seekers Branson.
Yep.
Family 4-pack. We've been giving them away all month long, and it's quite a family vacation destination or staycation destination. Their website is adventureseekersbranson.com. They have all sorts of things there. It's like a adult indoor playground. Well, and kids too, actually.
And indoor, I think, is the key word, as hot as it's going to be this week.
That's true. Yeah. Good times, though. But go play right now at aroundtheozarks.com.
And while you're there, check out the events calendar. Lots of stuff happening this weekend. We touched on a couple of things, but there are more than that. So thank you for being with us for Around the Ozarks News. Hope you have a fantastic Tuesday.
Yes.
We'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good. Bye-bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. It's June 24th, and once again, we are waking up with nice warm temperatures. These overnight lows really never cooling off too much, and that's one of the issues. We never cool down too much, so when we start the next day, the sunshine comes out, and it is super easy to get up into the 90s when you start out in the low 70s. Waking up in the low to mid 70s across the Ozarks this morning, and it'll be a pretty similar day to what we experienced yesterday in the Ozarks. We are now in a full-on summer pattern. There's this big dome of hot air across the middle part of the country, and that is allowing for conditions to be unsettled as we head into the afternoon hours. Lots of heat, lots of humidity, creating some pulse type thunderstorms in the afternoon hours. That's going to be nearly a daily occurrence. Now, rain is going to be the exception rather than the rule. I think most stay dry across the Ozarks today. There's about a 20% chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms by the time we get to the peak heating of the afternoon. It's a very summer-like pattern. Then the sun goes down and we lose the opportunity for rain and storms. Severe weather today, not for us. It will be focused up along a frontal boundary draped across Iowa, also back in portions of New Mexico, expecting some strong to severe storms with heavy flooding that is going to be possible. Here in the Ozarks, I expect a pop-up storm or a handful of storms on the radar this afternoon. Most likely, though, you're just staying hot and humid through the day. We have a daily heat index value that makes it anywhere from the middle 90s to the lower triple digits, and that's what I'm expecting today. Actual high temperatures will likely remain in the low 90s for this Tuesday, 91, my forecasted high temperature, but it'll feel like 100. The dew point temperatures are high. We've got some mugginess in the atmosphere, so it's another day to use caution if you're going to be outdoors. Speaking of, I saw some headlines from the National Weather Service that I thought were important to share. They're calling it 4 questions to ask before working outdoors. And the questions that you need to ask yourself or of others, if you know they're working outdoors, are: do you have enough water? Do you have temporary shade available? Do you know the symptoms of heat illness? And do you know who to call in case of emergency? Just quickly running through these 4 questions before heading out to work outdoors yourself. Even yard work can be strenuous in this type of weather, so please use caution. Make sure you're taking plenty of breaks, find some shade, and drink plenty of water. We will continue to hold on to this isolated daily chance for showers and afternoon thunderstorms. There will be a chance possible every single day this week, but as I said, no one day is looking like the best chance for rain because of the overall pattern that we have in the weather setup. Not much change is expected in this forecast either. I have kind of a holding pattern through the rest of the work week and all the way into the weekend forecast. Heat index values every day today through Friday will be up near 100 degrees, mostly sunny and hot every single day. Isolated pop-up storms in the afternoon that should become less numerous in the evening, and overnight lows falling back into the 70s pretty much every single night. So a whole lot of the same in the forecast here day after day. Around the country, what's making headlines is this extreme heat. It's now stretching over to the East Coast from the Midwest. Lots of folks are feeling the heat with this big ridge of high pressure that has taken over. We also have excessive rainfall and severe weather concerns for portions of the central U.S. I mentioned that for portions of Iowa along the frontal boundary that may see some heavy rain along with a few strong storms. There's also potentially the formation of the Atlantic's first tropical depression or storm that is possible. It is way, way, way out over open water. So I'm keeping an eye on that, but there is an area of low pressure developing out in the Atlantic. I will be sure to track that in the coming days and weeks. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday was all about where this heat is coming from. What is the primary source of energy for Earth's summer heat? Do you think it is A, the moon's gravitational pull, B, the sun's radiation, C, Earth's core heat, or D, ocean currents? The primary source of energy for Earth's summer heat is, it's not a trick question, B, the sun's radiation. This energy reaches Earth in the form of electromagnetic radiation, and it heats the planet's surface and atmosphere. The uneven distribution of this solar energy across the globe due to factors like Earth's tilt and rotation drives weather patterns and contributes to temperature variations, including our seasons. So congrats if B, the sun's radiation, was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the primary source of sunshine that reaches the Earth's surface? Do you think it is A, infrared radiation, B, ultraviolet radiation, C, visible light, or D, gamma rays? The primary source of sunshine that reaches Earth's surface. You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Once again, I hope you find a way to stay cool on this Tuesday. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one.